O King of peace, grant us your peace, render unto us your peace, and forgive us our sins.
Abuna Antonius has impacted my spiritual journey by always reminding me to get back up. In our many talks and of all the times that I've fallen, that's the number one message is get back up.
I think a lot of the other deacons would relate, just being in the altar with Abuna and kind of having him show you or tell you, remind you what to do is always kind of like a funny reminder, because he's very gentle and subtle but direct with what you have to do. So it's always a kind of a fun experience, and also teaches you something. So
I see the way that he expresses his love for God through multiple things, aka this right here, right? His paintings and his art, and he plays amazing music, and that's also his form of prayer to God, and obviously his meetings in the mass or the liturgy. And I think that it's so inspiring to see that there's so many ways that you can communicate your love to God, and I think it's beautiful the way Abuna Antonius does it.
He teaches me how to paint.
He's very thoughtful, and I really like that he notices the little things.
Happy 25th, Abuna!
Abuna Antonius! Abuna Antonius!
Hi Abuna, happy 25th anniversary. One special memory we have is when we first moved to Canada, we didn't know what daylight savings was. And so when the time came around in about November, we went to Sunday liturgy and we showed up to church and there was no cars in the parking lot. And so we waited. And 5 minutes later, Abuna and Tasoni came.
And Abuna explained daylight savings time to us because we never heard of it before. And Tasoni helped us set up the water for liturgy and open the church doors for us. And every daylight savings, we remember this funny story.
Abuna Antonius, he really taught me the significance of prayer in my life. And he also taught me a lot about the reverence of the church and how important it is to respect the building and the house of God.
Abuna Antonius has helped me take church seriously. He's, through many disciplinary actions, I've learned through countless years of how to take church seriously, how to stop talking. He's made me have a lot of respect for the church.
His passion for the arts, specifically music and painting icons, and I admire how he can glorify God through his art.
Happy 25th, Abuna!
We love you, Abuna Antonius!
Abuna! 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 We love you, Abuna!
Happy 25th, Abuna Antonius!
He inspires my spiritual life just by watching him, how he creatively glorifies God through his art, and it inspires me to do the same.
Throughout my whole life, you were an example for my spiritual faith. You helped me become the deacon I am until this day and the person I am until this day. And I would not be the person I am in the faith without following you by example.
So for me, the thing I remember most about Abuna and the thing I really respect about him, of course he's a man of many talents artistically, but for me I remember he instilled a level of respect in the liturgies and in church because of how passionate he was in the church. So that instilled in us, I think, a fear of God that I thought was very contagious.
Congratulations, Abuna, on 25 years of service. Your passion for serving others, your kind and compassionate heart have touched the lives of so many, and we're looking forward to another 25 years.
Happy 25th, Abuna!
We
one thing that I admire about Abuna Antonius and what makes him unique and special is that he's very talented and he knows how to portray God and how he loves God a lot in the church community, and he helps all of us get these spiritual journeys.
Abuna Antonius has a lot of respect for the liturgy, and he teaches the congregation how to have the fear of God, but he also has a good sense of humor. He knows how to reach his audience and connect with his congregation as well.
I appreciate his dedication throughout the church.
Anything he does in the church, all his works, very inspirational, and we aspire to be a little bit like him.
Abuna Antonius is a great role model, I think. He teaches us how to be kind, how to be patient. Thank you, Abuna Antonius, for everything you do for our congregation.
Abuna was actually one of the very first faces that my family and I saw back in 2003 when we arrived in Canada, because he was waiting for us at the airport. And ever since then, he's been a really big part of our lives and has built a really great community here. And we're all very thankful for him and really excited to celebrate his 25 years. So congratulations, Abuna.
For myself and my generation, he taught us everything we know about the liturgy. How to conduct ourselves properly, how to serve in the altar, the hymns that we sing. Without him, I imagine I would be very different in that. Abuna Antonius, this is true, Abuna Antonius has a way of knowing when you're distressed just by looking at you. I know I've had many times, whether it's like social life stresses or difficulties in school, he'll find you, he'll put you in the altar, and then he'll find you after and talk to you. And those moments are always deeply appreciated because they always give you a strong sense of peace.
Hi Abuna, I just want to wish you a happy 25th anniversary, and I want to thank you for everything that you've done for our church and for our community and helping us build it into what it is today. And it started off as just a school, and now we have this big beautiful church that we get to enjoy. And I want to thank you in helping me and guiding me in my personal spiritual journey, and I wish you so many more years of service as an Abuna.
Happy 25th, Abuna.
Happy 25th, Abuna.
I've always had an appreciation for Abuna Antonius's artistic abilities and his musical talents. He's made so many beautiful icons in the church, and he has such an amazing musical ability to play the violin and to sing and lead all of the music that we do at church. Happy 25th anniversary, Abuna.
His kind speech to everyone after liturgy, he makes you feel important. One time when I didn't come to liturgy for a while, he came to me and said, Michael, we miss you, you're very important. Even those words just touched my heart. He's quiet, but he leads by example, by his actions. His voice. I didn't realize this until I was older, but I underappreciated his voice in the liturgy. His calm, just his calm tone, but it sounds so beautiful and angelic. It adds an extra element to the liturgy that I love. Yes.
Hi, Abuna Antonius. I just want to say the biggest congratulations on your 25 years. That is absolutely unbelievable. We are super, truly blessed to have you as part of our church, leading us by example and everything you've done for us. So thank you so much, and the biggest congrats, and we'll see you at church bright and early.
Coming to the church at a young age, Abuna was really good about being extremely welcoming to newcomers, and he taught me a reverence for the liturgy and to kind of take pride in the church traditions, and this was especially evident when he was interacting with the local community, whether the Egyptian festival or Coptic festival, and that made me proud of who I am as a Christian and as a Coptic.
Yeah, I can definitely echo a lot of what Joseph was saying. Again, it was a very welcoming environment coming into the church. Abuna immediately met us, asked their names, got to know everything about us, and echoing that, the reverence piece, like altar service. I didn't have much experience with that before coming to this church. Abuna taught us how to do it. He taught us how to do it well. And anytime we made a mistake, there was big stakes on really you shouldn't be doing this, and it brought up that discipline that we need inside the altar to have respect for the liturgy.
He's always been such a good role model. He's always made an example of himself because we've all grown up with him. He's always been so devoted, so humble. He's done so many things behind the works that we don't even know about until we learn later, and we're like, wow, he's just such a good person.
His paintings, because I think they're really beautiful, and they
really like make the church, and they are very unique.
Thank you for everything you've done throughout the years.
Yeah. Thank you, Abuna. We appreciate you so much.
Abuna Antonius has always been a leader of this church and someone that is always here every time we come. So it's always nice to be able to come and see him and look up to him in the ways that he praises God and learn from that however we can.
He's just known for giving the look, so all the kids growing up, like we always knew if Abuna gave you the look, that's when you knew that you were misbehaving, and that look says more than any words could ever say.
He's painted so many icons of this church, and anytime I tell anyone that I'm from St. Catherine's, they're like, oh, you know, Abuna Antonius, he's the one who plays the violin and does this and that, and yeah, he's just very, very gifted.
I would say something that's unique to Abuna is that he's always very steady in all his emotions. If he's angry, he doesn't show it. If he's upset, he doesn't show it. And if you ask anyone that knows him, they'll always share a positive story about him.
We love you, Abuna.
Kind. Loving and forgiving.
Kind-hearted.
Easygoing.
Sweet.
Abuna, you are so welcoming. Abuna, you are so gentle and make people feel like they are loved by you and by God.
Abuna, you are so humble.
Abuna, you make me feel like I'm at home.
Affectionate.
He's considerate.
He's confident.
He's gentle.
He's compassionate.
Kind.
Generous.
Loving.
Kind.
Nice.
Honest. Sweet. Intelligent.